What if I told you that the key to leveling up your game, whether in Valorant or life, might just be stepping away from the screen? Sounds counterintuitive, right? But trust me, there is a reason why. Taking breaks can make you better at everything you do. Stick around, I reveal how this simple act can transform your gameplay and your life. Now, imagine this. You're deep into a ranked game, fingers flying over the keyboard, pumping that adrenaline, baby. You're convinced that if you just keep grinding, you'll hit that next rank. You just keep going and keep going and keep going. After a while, you miss shots, make bad calls, suddenly your team is questioning you, suddenly you have a toxic player, suddenly you're a bad player, suddenly you're bottom frag and no longer MVP. Your wins are less than your losses, which means your losses are more than your wins. It's like you're running a marathon, but here is the catch. You don't stop for water. You're gonna crash and you're gonna burn. You see, this is where the magic of the breaks come in. Think of your brain as a smartphone, okay? It's a phone. If you keep it running all day without charging it, eventually it's gonna drain out. It's gonna die on you. Taking breaks, it's like plugging in that phone. It gives your mind a chance to reset, recharge. Many studies show that players who take regular breaks perform better than those who don't. It's not just about avoiding the burnout, about avoiding the anxiety, avoiding whatever. It's about coming back. Sharper, more focused, more into the game and all. Sometimes even this, like, didn't you notice this? Like, you stop playing Valorant for a little while, then you come back and you're hitting your shots, you're MVP in the game. Like, whoa, wait, what? So taking a break, it doesn't mean that you're slacking off. It's more like hitting the refresh button on the experience, man. Ever notice, like, as I told you, after just a quick stretch, snack break, whatever, going out a little bit, walking with your friends, coming back, you feel more energized? It's like you flip the switch from the zombie mode, man, to let's fucking go. You might even find yourself clutching shit and going MVP. I'm not saying you're gonna go from silver to radiant once you take a break, but just, it's like you're resetting. But now, how does this translate into life again, Brainy? Yeah, well, how many times have you pushed through work or study sessions only to find yourself just staring blankly at a freaking wall? Nothing like 6, 7, 8 hours of work, but you've only worked 2 hours, and all those other 6 hours were just looking at the screen, looking at the wall, whatever. So taking breaks helps you in one thing. Like, I'm not the person who should be. You see, sometimes I've told this to my brother. I'm like, listen, you don't advise people when you don't do something. Well, you think about it. Sometimes the things that you cannot do and you force yourself, you're like, oh my God, I gotta do this. I gotta be more motivated. I gotta take breaks. I gotta do this. But you can't do them because, well, you're not disciplined. That's one thing. But am I not entitled to advise people? I used to think that I was entitled, like I can advise you even though I'm not doing this. But now that I'm doing this stuff and I see the results and I freaking forced myself to do them, I think I can advise you. Trust me, taking breaks is amazing. I work, well, 24/7, and the people I work with, they tell me, well, most of the time, please take a break, man. Listen, take a break. You have to rest. But all I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna lose clients. No, I'm gonna lose my work. Oh no, I'm gonna lose this money. No, listen. No. One day I told myself, listen, you gotta chill. You gotta rest. You gotta take a break. You gotta take a break. That's it. So the first week, I tried to take a break, but then I found myself checking my phone for work. And then I'm like, no. First week, second week, third week, then I'm like, okay, now I get it. Rest and then come back. Taking breaks clears your mind, boosts your creativity. It's like letting your brain take a vacation. So when you come back, you have fresh ideas, fresh solutions to the problems that may have seemed impossible before. Think about athletes. They don't just run laps until they drop, bro. They take time to reset and recover. Even your muscles, so that you make your muscle grow bigger, what do? You have to rest it, man. People don't lift weights 24/7 without resting. You see, that's a recipe for disaster. In gaming, it's not different. In life, no different. Step away, it will lead to better performance when you jump back in. So how often should you check the magical breaks? Depends on everybody. But when it comes to gaming, let's aim for every hour or so, 5 to 10 minutes. It's all that it takes, you know? Use the time to stretch, grab some water, do something silly. Trust me, your brain will thank you later. To wrap this up, it just depends on everybody. How much time you need for the break, on when you need to take the break, but just take it. Don't underestimate the power of taking breaks, brother. They're not just for lazy people. They're essential for anyone looking to improve their game and their life. Embrace the pauses. Each one is an opportunity to recharge, come back stronger. So next time you're deep into a gaming session in Valorant or feeling like you're overwhelmed in life, remember sometimes Brainy told us step back. That's the best way to move forward. Who knew taking a break could be the secret weapon in your arsenal, right? Now go out there, play smarter, not harder.